Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to this review for Warhammer the Horus Heresy, the Age of Darkness, so the special box set that's come out to kick off the revamp and the new models available for Warhammer the Horus Heresy. So this will be like an unboxing video really. We'll take a look at the contents so you get an idea of what to expect inside. We'll zoom in close, take a look at the sprues and the models, and have a look at all the other contents as well. So, Games Workshop have kicked this off well, a decent set for sure. The box is huge, it's heavy, they've really done this. God, thing's huge. Inside you're going to get two decent sized armies, really for a box set. Yeah, a lot of stuff in here for Space Marines. So you know, large squads of Marines, there's Terminators, large vehicle, Dreadnought characters. Dice rules, templates, the rule book you get inside there as well. It looks like a really good transfer sheets available on this also. So they have put together, I think, an excellent set. So big thank you to Games Workshop for sending me a copy of this through the post. For discount 40k, including this set here and the other Horus Heresy stuff, along with regular 40k and Warhammer and so on, then check out the sponsor here, it's the Outpost. They do discount 40k, available across the UK. If your order's large enough, you get free shipping as well. It really helps to keep the cost of your 40k, 30k down. Then they also ship across Europe with duties paid, so you're able to get a hold of your stuff quick enough from them. The countries is Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Spain, Sweden and Switzerland. Across the UK as well, Scottish Highlands, Northern Ireland and so on. So if you're in those countries, then you can order from the Outpost. It's 20% off usually, sometimes more, so check them out for discount 40k. And for virtually all of those European countries, if your order's high enough, you'll also get free shipping. There's a cap on that as well, available for free shipping. So it all helps just to keep the cost of things down. This, I think, is a good value set already for the amount of models that you get, plus you get the rulebook inside. This is pretty good, but this is huge. This is an impressive set here. So Games Workshop have really kicked off well with the Horus Heresy. So yeah, 54 miniatures, massive set. So, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people thinking, yeah, I'd like to get into 30k, but they haven't quite done it. But now is the time with the arrival of this set. The excitement's, I think, going to be at its highest at this point here. So, stacked to the brim with models. So the template is here, still being used for the Horus Heresy rules. A lot of people asking, are you going to collect the Horus Heresy? I'll give you my opinion on the models, and if I was offered, if someone offered to play it, then I would. Whether I collect something from it, who knows? I don't know is the question, but that's not to say this stuff is fantastic. It really is superb. So basic theme at the moment is your Traitor. This is the Horus Heresy. So there is that betrayal that takes place, and then you've got the split with the Space Marine chapters, some remaining loyal, some turning traitor. So it's like a civil war really is the main theme going on. And because it's at that early point before the full corruption of chaos comes in, a bit different to 40k. Chaos Space Marine sort of really usually sort of vile looking and rotten and so on. But now you're going back to 30k, the split is quite fresh, and so Loyalist Traitor chapters, they are quite similar, really, all quite parade ground sort of looking, and not too tainted by chaos at this point. So sort of the early part of the split. So you know, sometimes it's hard to almost tell the difference, who's fighting who. So you've got There's loads here. You'll be busy because you've got, this goes on and on. Look at all these. So the great thing about these sets is they're usually already good value for money. They give you some kind of discount. If you bought all this stuff individually and added it up, it would be cheaper to buy it as the box set. So there's that part to think of. You also got two good sized armies here, so you can go halves with a friend. A lot of people would do that. So the pair of you will chip in half and half, so that brings the cost down again. If you use a discount 40k store, usually about 20% off. So the outpost, that knocks the total of that down again. If you're splitting that in half with a friend, or you can buy the whole set and paint just one half and then sell on the rest. You can do it that way. So actually your introduction cost isn't too bad at all if you use those as options. There's enough models here to keep you painting and keep you going for a long time. So we'll zoom in, take a look at these sprues in just a moment. There's so much stuff. Very nice. And then we'll open this up. The usual dividing cardboard here. I wonder if there's artwork on the other side. Oh wow, look at this. Yeah, now that is impressive. It's beautiful. Yeah. So it's just showing you all the different options that are available. Tartarus, Terminators, Cataphractite, Tartarus here, Cataphractite, Terminators there, the Legion Contemptor, Dreadnought, the Legion Mark 6 Tactical Squad, Tactical Squad Legionnaires, yeah, Legion Traitor, Chaplain Console. Those are from a previous release. There's the Horus Heresy Rhino. We've got the circular doors, one of the most notable features on that. That's the Demos pattern Rhino. The Legion Kratos heavy assault tank, and the Legion Sicarian battle tank. So leave your own comments and feedback about this. I'll tell you what I do and don't like here, just purely by visual stuff that I like the look of. So selling HQ choices, there's other ones not on here, but the HQs look absolutely fine. I've always liked the beaker or the beak style Space Marines, and also always loved the studded shoulder pads, which you can see on these. No problem at all. The Marines look absolutely fantastic. These ones here with the bayonets on the end of their bolters as well, very cool. Paint colour scheme on these is fantastic, so no problem with them whatsoever. Very nice indeed. I need to try and resist here. Starting to get the urge to paint this up, and I imagine that's quite a straightforward colour scheme as well, so you could probably crank these out quick enough. I have to say, I'm sorry to say it, but I'm not a fan of the Terminators. Either of these. Probably just not so keen on the 1980s shoulder pads, square shoulder pad style on these Cataphractites. Now again, you just leave your own comments and feedback in the comment section below. Visually what you like the look of. And not so keen on these Tartarus Terminators. I would say those are a bit better than them ones, but not so sure on those, I'm afraid to say. With the vehicles, I think this one here, the Legion Kratos, is incredible. Beautiful tank. Love the concept. Dare I say it, and the Sicarian as well. Dare I say it, if I had a choice between these and the equivalent 40k Space Marine tanks, I would choose these ones here. I think the design works superior. They just look so good. The circular dome turret on here, the way it's sloped towards the front, narrow at the front, thickening up towards the back, bristling with guns. Love the concept on this as well. Yeah, I love the 30k tanks, really do. Yeah, so that's just my the visual opinion. That's a fantastic bit of, wasn't expecting that. So you're dividing cardboard here. You can quite easily frame that. It is a range of models to be proud of here. Games Workshop have done well. And what's really good is they haven't just done infantry and a few HQs and you're left sort of stuck as far as vehicles are concerned. You're immediately getting access to vehicles and dreadnoughts. So really straight into the whole thing quite nicely. So there's the rulebook, as expected. It's huge. Fantastic artwork. Different style to 40k. It's a different slant. And recommending some of the books here at the back. I think that's a separate sheet of paper. There. So the plan with this book, I think I'll do, I'm not into the rules, don't know the rules, I know it's from a previous edition, but what I'll do is I'll do a full flick through. So if you want to see all the pages and all the content, all the artwork, the rules, the showcase of the models and so on, then I'll do a separate review of the rulebook here. So that should be in a video that should be available now for you to see, so you can check that out. Then you're also getting the usual detailed and precise instructions now, based on the actual CAD drawings. Fantastic. There's your rules. Tactical squad. Yeah, it's the old rules here with initiative values. Yeah. There's the Spartan with hull points and front, side and rear armour values. As I said, I wouldn't mind playing. If someone says, yeah, we're going to play a game of 30k, then I'd be, yeah, okay, I'll join in, quite happy. And then your card divide for your transfer sheet. So it's actually got both Traitor and Loyalist all on the one sheet here. But very fine detail, very precise. We'll zoom in so you can take a look. So as you can see, the details are very, very fine indeed, very crisp. Always look straight at the Imperial Fist logo to see how crisp and tidy that is, but that's exceptionally good. It's very, very finely detailed. It's amazing, perhaps something that's neglected, but the way transfers have come on, if you compare some of the old transfer sheets where they're very basic, but here the detail is sharp and highly detailed on these. So excellent, they haven't neglected that. They give you a very, very good transfer sheet to use, which is good. Very good indeed. And then inside here you've got your bases. 2 sets. And I think, oh no, they give you everything, absolutely everything in there. The base there for the Dreadnought, I believe. Yeah, and your dice. And a scatter dice to use as well, just for the addition of the rules. Yeah, it's interesting that Games Workshop was stuck with a previous edition. They seem intent not moving away from that. If you're a Horus Heresy player, then leave your own comments about that. I've heard mixed. Some people like the rules, others say, why haven't Games Workshop brought it up to 9th edition? Why have they left it behind? Why they're running 2 sort of systems differently? Don't know exactly why that move's taken place. But surely it means that if they have gone to all this effort to produce this box set, they're not going to be changing the rules anytime soon. This is going to do for a few years at least, I would imagine, but who knows what they decide to do. So yeah, it'd be very interesting to hear people's comments and feedback just on the whole Horus Heresy introduction here, and your level of interest and your thoughts about this box set. So what we'll do now is we will zoom in and take a look at some of these sprues, give you an idea of the level of detail that is available. So your regular Legion Marines, they're a little bit, someone else has pointed this out to me before, they're a little bit fixed. You can see the torso here is already connected on, so not much twisting at the hip can be done unless you're actually going to cut them. You could do that. I'm sure a lot of people, well not a lot, but some people will end up doing that. Because there is that band that runs around the waist where you could cut along there quite discreetly. It looks like mini chain swords at the end of their bolters you can use, perhaps. I do like the old style pattern, the early pattern bolter as well, just with a nice long mag on it. Nice. We'll keep rolling here because there's fair bit to get through. There's the shoulder pads. Looks like they're in 2 halves that you stick together. Interesting. There's the style backpacks. Just there. Yeah, it's sort of chainsaw type ends, chain bayonets, as opposed to longer blades on these ones. There's the helmets and the bolters. More of the same, I believe. More of the same again. Just building your standard Marines. That's the tank. That's the tank. Accessories. So, yeah, the level of detail in this is incredible. There's your proper bayonets across there. Accessories, grenades, smoke grenades, pistols with extra little pouches on them. All the strapping. Early pattern plasma pistols. Is that a mouth ventilator? Like a mask here. Sword. Very fine, it's not too thick. Very finely done. Yeah, like a lightning claw here. There's a power fist. Superb. The level of detail is incredible. Love this sword here with the gaps running through it. Fantastic. This is one of the main HQ characters here. And the detail on the backpack, larger, much larger backpack than the regular Marines. And this extra crest on the top. More blades and accessories on there. Very nice indeed. Really, really nice. So that's that one. Add another accessories. Another one. And another one. So you can do bayonets across the board here by the looks of it. And then here's the other HQ choice. The detail on this here. You can see that. With all the chainmail. Absolutely fantastic. Look at the bubbly shoulder pad. And the studs there on the feet. The huge axe. With pre-sculpted battle damage on it. Nice, the detail on the cloak. And then the backpack, and again the heraldry on top. Sculpt wise, utterly incredible. Really, really nice. Exciting stuff here. Very, very nice indeed. Then you've got your Terminators. With the lightning claws. Very scratchy looking. There's the, I can take it sort of this combi bolter style weapons from them. Just not so keen on the style of those, but Games Workshop sort of generally stuck with that because of the previous sculpts and so on. They can't depart from that too much. But it is a different style to 40k. It's not. They do, even though it's Terminators, they do look entirely different to the 40k version. And they're more Marines. Yeah, I take it these are just going to be similar. Yeah, so we've seen that one already. And then there's another one. And another one. And another one. There's tons of stuff. Then onto the vehicle. There's all these parts here. This is big. It's like it's a Land Raider really, sort of equivalent. Flip it over so you can see. Lovely emblems here. Nice sharp sculpting work on these. You stick those on wherever. So a fair bit of customization you can do. So there's that part of it. So that other larger sprue. Beautiful. Yeah, really nice. And then your weapon options. And here, I think we're looking at the Dreadnought here. This is the Dreadnought. Not very recognisable. It really is broken down into a lot of small parts here to build this thing up. Yeah. More parts for this tank. All the tracks. It's very recognisable sort of 30k style on the tracks as well. It is, all of it, every aspect of it's different. A different era to 40k. It's exciting times. Who knows what other sculpts in plastic will be done, especially for vehicles, 30k. Very nice. Games Workshop, it makes sense for them to expand out into this. Why wouldn't they? It takes pressure off 40k to keep new releases constantly coming. There's a whole new avenue here for plastic 30k. I wonder if the interest will be the same, is the question. I know some 30k players, but as to how big it will get, surely it will become more popular now. Loads of accessories here, all your hatches and so on. Loads and loads of accessories. Yeah. And here as well. This is the sponsons, I think, for the main vehicle here, the double las cannons, I take it these are. So, there you go. Loads of models. So, really, we've taken a look at the models here. All the sprues. And there is a heap of stuff, 54 models. They have included a full vehicle. Now, that's one of the rarer things, is to include a larger vehicle in one of the starter sets. Expect a dreadnought in there, perhaps a smaller vehicle, and a good spread of units, but to actually include one of the big vehicles as well is excellent to see. So, product-wise, it's incredible. Your Games Workshop have done a brilliant job. They've brought out all of these kits across the board. The box set contains, you get the full rulebook, everything you need to play, 2 excellent sized armies as well, and the sculpting work, all in plastic, utterly fantastic. So 10 out of 10 to Games Workshop for what they've done. Will Warhammer, the Horus Heresy, be as popular? I think surely it will grow as time goes on in popularity, especially with these models now, a great box set to kick things off. So I think it will draw people in. It may well draw some people away from 40k, those that have got a bit tired of 40k perhaps. And no doubt it will draw its own crowd as well. People that have played Warhammer, the Horus Heresy, and never actually get into 40k. It'll have its own fan base as well. But leave your own comments and feedback. Fascinating to hear what you think of the set, what you think of 30k. If you're a 30k player and then you're now moving on to the set, what you think of that. So it'd be great to hear your thoughts and feedback in the comments section below. But again, big thanks to Games Workshop that sent me a copy through the post. It's much appreciated. And then check out the Outpost. Link for them in the video description below. They do discount 40k and 30k and a whole load of other gaming systems. And all those countries that I've mentioned, they are shipping to them now. And if you order for the vast majority of those countries and the UK, if your order's high enough, you'll get free shipping as well. So that can really help keep the cost of the hobby down. That's the video. Keep a lookout for more reviews in the future. Thanks for watching and tune in next time.